He's trash. He's trash.
At least
He's
for
trash.
the moment, Frostberg and I get to feel a little better about our team.
I can't hear you, fireman Ed. Let's hear it.
This is the Jets. What do you expect out of them?
Oh, and Bob comes in
I think
with
I'm
the
good.
hammer.
All right, we're all out of time. When we come back,
That tight shirt's thumb is bruised.
welcome inside. It is the show on with the Jason Smith show with my best friend Mike Harmon.
And
Hi,
Tom
buddy.
Brady's here too, Jason.
Live from the Geico Studios.
Tom Brady could do that.
Tom Brady could do that.
As we begin tonight's show with still 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. And the referees have cost the Jets this game so far against the Patriots.
Yeah, this might be the first game of those that we've had where the referees have no impact
No, the
whatsoever.
referees have completely screwed the Jets in this game. Sam Darnold just threw his third interception of the game.
You don't say.
No.
That was terrible. That's
listen,
the worst of the three.
First thing, let me just say, before we get to seeing ghosts, the referees have look, there's games in the NFL yesterday, the referees with Melvin Gordon, the Chargers, the referees completely screwed the Jets tonight because right before the game they said, we're going to kick this ball off, and the Jets said, okay. And that completely screwed them. Had the Jets said, no, we're going to the locker room, what's a forfeit game? 2-0? People look back and go, boy, was I played in the mud, in the rain? Was it like the Niners and the Redskins? No, 2-0. Wow, it's safety. 2-0. Could have forfeited.
Soccer match where they say, goalie, you okay?
Could have forfeited.
Goalie, no, I'm not.
No.
Really not. Feeling good. Even with my green jersey on.
This is
Not good for anybody.
This
This is a regression of the highest degree after last week's
He's trash.
explosion
It's
against
just
the Cowboys.
It's just an ass whooping, is what it is.
That's a nice summary statement.
Brady's thrown for 178 yards and a touchdown. Sam Darnold has thrown for 50 yards with 3 interceptions.
He's trash.
You heard both of them. Hey, Frostberg, can you get me that Melvin Gordon game autograph
Jason,
fumble from
we're
yesterday?
talking about the Jets tonight.
Can you get me that? Oh, we are. Oh, we're not
Is he
going to
get traded by next week?
Okay.
I mean, I hope so.
So
There you go.
this is just okay. Where to begin? Because there's many things. It's like my eyes are like slots in Vegas. Like keep pulling the arm down on the side.
Well, they played him in
One
man
arm bandit.
coverage.
Just keep pulling it.
Right?
Keep pulling
They've
it.
given him at one zone look in 16 pass attempts.
Yeah, start with the silver
this point.
lining,
No,
Jason.
let's
No, wait, there were none.
No, there is a silver
Hey,
lining.
Le'Veon Bell had a 19-yard run.
Believe it or not, there is a silver lining, and we're going to have the silver lining. And trust me, there is
This
a silver
game's
lining.
gonna end?
I'm not making it up.
We've
No,
gone to a
please.
running
That's
clock.
going to
You're
end.
getting mono.
There's going to be. What makes you think I haven't already got it?
Well, that was the joke off the
All
first
Jets have
interception. It's like, McCourty's got it now.
That's why I came in and kissed you tonight, Frostberg, because there is a
missed
silver
him.
lining. There is a silver lining,
Give
and I'm
Daddy
not
a
lying. I'll have it in a couple minutes.
No, you won't.
But let's begin where we're at. This game is just, it got away from the Jets right away. The first drive of the Patriots was 9 minutes. The next play for the Jets is a turnover. The Patriots get a field goal. The Jets have to punt. The Patriots get a touchdown. And here it is.
No, wait a minute. When they kicked that
24-0.
field goal,
That was a win.
If you thought the crowd,
That was a win.
You would have thought the crowd. That was it.
That was a win.
Yeah,
That was a
we did it.
That was a win.
Hey,
We held them to 3.
That was a win.
hey, you stopped it for a moment.
But
the
there's-
inevitable. That's the plugging holes in the leaks of a big imminent flood with gum.
There's
It's not good.
Yeah, there's many things that we can talk about with this game. First, let's talk about Sam Darnold being mic'd up for what is the worst game of his NFL career. I know you don't remember you're mic'd up, but I think you still know you're mic'd up. After his second pick, he goes to the sideline, and ESPN says, hey, guess what? We have Sam Darnold mic'd up tonight. And I just thought it would be a bunch of, oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap. Oh, no. No, Darnold on the sideline, after turning the ball over for the third time in the game in his second interception, gave us this, which is now going to live forever.
I see dead people.
It's
Yeah, and then he
It's
gave the
kinda bad.
microphones mono.
Hey, you know what? For all you Patriots fans, Bruce Willis dies. He's dead the whole movie.
Whoa!
If you haven't seen it, ha ha ha! Yeah, hey. You know you're mic'd up.
As young
okay?
Patriots fans say, who's Bruce Willis?
You know, no, they all know who Bruce Willis is. They've all seen Die Hard.
Yeah,
You
sure.
know you're mic'd up. You know you're mic'd up, and you still do the. This is
Jets, yo.
He is so completely and mentally out of this game
He's trash.
that I mean, it's if they had somebody else, they would put him in. but there's nobody else because there's no other
Where's
quarterbacks.
Luke Falk at?
No. Hey, Luke, you get to the stadium, so at least we can suck, and it's not Darnold.
And you know what he said? To hell with you. I'm sitting here and I'm watching the Rise of Skywalker trailer. I'm not coming.
Hey, Namath's there, Jason.
If he might be, he would. You know what? Let's put him out there.
He's wearing a Patriots jersey tonight.
I've decided to change allegiances because it's been 50 years. Why you would say, "Oh, I'm seeing ghosts"? Why you would? You are mic'd up and still
Seeing
you
ghosts.
say it.
Jets, yo.
Why you would say that?
No, look, man, it's an honest evaluation of where he was. Whoever was in earshot of him and the millions upon millions that will see this clip that will be added to the end of the butt fumble and live in infamy.
Sure.
But it's an honest evaluation of where he was. Look, he's expressing.
You got
because what do you like worse, or which is worse?
No.
Him saying I'm seeing ghosts, or Adam Gase looking at him like, all right, you got to play.
Be tough. It's be tough. This is the National Football League, and to sit there and go, man, I'm seeing ghosts. That works Saturday on the soccer field when, man, I'm mentally out of it, or in Little League when you can't play. All right, you're 12 years old. You're a quarterback in the National Football League. Suck it up, man. You've stunk tonight. You have absolutely stunk, and it's your fault. Not that we'd be beating the Patriots. Hey, if the Jets had Chris Herndon, we'd be unstoppable on offense because that's what Sam Darnold said all week last week.
That's the problem with this is that he had that comment before the week began.
Trust me, that gets into one of the big truths about the Jets I can tell you about. But that's the thing is that you need to be mentally tough. Is Tom Brady ever going to sit aside and go, man, they're good? Wow, man, I'm seeing ghosts, man. This is just no. Suck it up, get in there, and get it done. And maybe we don't win, but at least tough. That's why they showed Adam Gase saying, "Hey, we get the ball back. Forget about it. You got to focus. You got to dig in." That's the message you have to bring to your quarterback.
I think that was the worst. That was the worst thing to be caught on.
What are you going to do? So what else are you going to say? Hey, I know it's been rough, but
no, but that's what he kind of sounded like.
Hey,
we're going to get the ball back. No, he did not sound like Brian Fenley.
No, he did.
Although the Jets are being guillotined.
No, we do
tonight
have
here by the Patriots.
We do have Adam Gase mic'd up. So let's hear Adam Gase mic'd up. This is his advice to Sam Darnold.
I'm seeing tacos. I'm seeing tacos.
Post-game dinner.
But let me tell you, there's two things we learned about tonight. One, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to take you inside 40 years of knowledge. The first is going to be pretty easy. I think the first thing we've learned tonight is, boy, the Cowboys really suck. They must really not be very good. And the Eagles must suck even worse. If the Cowboys couldn't do anything against this team last week, when Darnold comes back after not playing for 4 weeks, and this is the effort that they put up on Sunday, and now here's the Jets, another week to plan, ready to go Monday night, and this is what they put up against the Patriots? I mean, boy, the Cowboys must really stink.
Well, they really got up for that Cowboy game.
Bad.
That's all it came down to.
That's be really bad. But
but at least in that game, look, if we want to break it down, you had so many absences for the Cowboys because as we talked about it, right, leading up into the game, it's like here's a spot where they're gettable because their offensive line was pretty beat up. They hadn't been running the ball nearly as effectively. Look, Ezekiel Elliott's work in that game, and obviously dominated against the Eagles, but his work against the Jets, most of it came late in that game. After it was decided, things are changed up, that's great, and they fought back to a narrow loss. But if you were ever going to get the Cowboys, so I'm trying to make you feel better because they're your Cowboys too. That was the perfect scenario.
Yeah.
Right? You haven't seen Sam in a while. He's going to come out winging it. And your defense should have a shot against an offensive line with a bunch of backups.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make me feel better.
No,
especially after while you were talking.
While I was talking, your eyes glazed over.
What just happened?
It was like I stabbed you in the heart.
No, you were like talking. It was like the adults and peanuts that went wah wah wah.
Yeah.
What just happened to the Jets? The Jets have the ball at their own 5-yard line, down 24-0. The script keeps writing itself.
See, I really thought it was like when Adam Driver drove the lightsaber into the back of Han Solo. That was the look on your face. You can check the video of this.
It's a double for the Patriots.
It's now 26-0 because the snap goes over Sam Darnold's head into the back of the end zone. Darnold bats the ball out of the end zone, gets called for illegal batting, but it doesn't matter.
That's hard to do.
It's at least he
batted out of order.
Succeeded on
Give him some credit. That's really hard to do.
That's his best play of the day.
If it was really the Jets, he'd have whiffed on swatting it, and they'd recover it for a touchdown.
Yeah, people starting the Patriots defense really needed that extra couple of points.
Darnold bats it out of the end zone, gets called for illegal batting, but it doesn't matter. It's a safety for the Patriots. It's now 26-0, and the Jets are kicking the ball back to the Patriots. But let me just tell you one thing that that is an absolute truth, because I always talk about how teams can't escape their identities, who they are. And this is a game, and I told you last week, even coming off the Cowboys game, I said the Jets are going to get killed on Monday. Why? Look at what all went on after the Jets beat the Cowboys last week. Jamal Adams and other players, we're back. It doesn't matter how you start, it's how you finish. We feel great. We're good now. We feel good. Sam Darnold, middle of the week, says, boy, when Chris Herndon comes back, we're going to be unstoppable. The Jets are a team who it doesn't matter who the head coach is, doesn't matter who the quarterback is, doesn't matter who the defensive secondary is. Anytime they've won a, quote, big game in 40 years, they have come out the next week and gotten their asses kicked, because the Jets are a team that for 40 years could never handle success. They don't know how to act. They don't know how to deal with winning a game. That's why they were so up and down under Rex Ryan. They can never handle success. Win a game, hey, we're great, and then what happens? They probably have a bad week of practice. They get outworked. They get out everything, and they show up with games like this. 40 years. This has been the Jets' MO. 40 years. Doesn't matter. Adam Gase, Bill Parcells, nope. This is who they are.
Well, this is just not the team to have that high.
But it doesn't matter.
No.
It doesn't matter who they play.
But the excellence of execution is going to be here on the other side, and you have to match that. So as a coach, as a coaching staff, you've got to set the expectations of, we're just getting back to work. That's 1 of 16. This is terrible. This is one of the worst football efforts in a minute.
This goes from bad to worse to even worse to, we've hit rock bottom. Nope, let's dig up some more rocks. Nope, we're at the bottom. Nope, let's get through. Let's fall through the earth and fall forever. And still they won't hit rock bottom. Rock bottom comes when, like Loki says, I've been falling for 30 minutes. That's when the Jets will hit rock bottom.
I'm going to tell you,
Sam Darnold has just thrown his 4th interception of the night. It's good if you played the Patriots defense in fantasy.
Yeah, you're feeling pretty good.
The Jets were driving. They were inside the 20-yard line.
Well, you got the interception of Brady, right? He goes back to pass. He gets pressured by Williams. The ball goes up. Wounded duck. Get the interception, short field, and then Sam's.
The Jets had a chance for a touchdown, but Sam Darnold, probably the 3rd or 4th time in his last 5 or 6 throws, he didn't step into the throw and just chucked the ball up, and it comes up short. He is picked off for the 4th time.
He's trash.
This is when you take him out of the game and you put David Fales in, because he's not going to learn anything. He's so tremendously mentally shot right now. And I'm disappointed because, look, are you going to have days like this in the NFL? Yeah, Sam Darnold hasn't even played a full season yet. You're going to have days like this. But, man, you got to suck it up. You got to suck it up and fight, because nothing looks worse than when you see your quarterback sitting on the sideline with a 1,000-yard stare going, man, I don't know. You got to fake it till you make it. You got to make sure everybody in the huddle knows, yeah, no, I got this. Don't worry. The next throw is going to be good. The next throw is good. But it's not. It's just him sitting going, I don't understand. I don't understand.
He's
Dude,
glassed
this is National
over.
Football League, man.
Yeah, he's got that glazed over eyes. They had just shown a stat on the telecast that in his first 15 career games against the Blitz, he'd never thrown an interception, and at that point had 3. And literally on cue, there's the 4th one into the end zone, and just brutal. I mean, right now in Chicago, it's changed from Trubisky's the worst quarterback in the NFL to your guy. He is now taking the mantle for everybody. All the positive, and look, the Patriots make teams look stupid, right? We get that.
Yeah.
But here, you came off of beating the Cowboys, team a lot of people liked, and we taled about it a little bit earlier. They were injured.
Trash.
They were at the right spot. There you go. They were on a downward swing and maybe feeling a little bit chesty. But for Adam Gase, for Sam Darnold, you've just regressed, and anything you'd gained in this season just went out the window. And he looks like a guy who's at his first start again. This is awful.
No, I think it's just tonight. Look, he was great last week against the Cowboys, but, they came in all this week. Look how confident and cocky we are. And really, Patriots week is the week when you think we're gonna get well.
But you
got
to dial it
Monday
up.
Night.
He's trash.
No, I mean, listen,
and
this
be
is
dialed
something.
in.
No, this is part of his education as a quarterback. Like I said, he's only played a handful of games so far.
He's at 16.
You're going to have sucky nights like this, but you have to be able to, in-game, suck it up and get back out there and be able to play.
He's seeing ghosts for crying out loud.
I know, but that's fine if you see ghosts. Fault. But when you let that get to you and say, you know what, it's like how you see players react when you know they just want you to feel sorry for them because they know they're going to get criticized like crazy, and they just want, oh, look how bad. Don't you feel bad for Sam Darnold? Look at that, man. Look how bad. It's a bad night. Another interception. Look how bad. Oh, don't you feel bad? You know, it's like he's having a pity party on the sideline and on the field. He has no confidence in his throws. He's not stepping into them. He's overthrowing players. Every play, the Patriots know what's coming. They had a screen pass to Le'Veon Bell in the backfield that Hightower blew up. He almost got there on a screen pass before the ball got out to Le'Veon Bell because the Patriots knew that play was coming. This is just one of those cases where, look, the Patriots have the horses. Look, they're easily the best team in the AFC by far. It's not even close. We talked about them going undefeated last week, but to not fight back, that's the worst part. You got to at least show that you're fighting. At least the Jets defense is still fighting. They are coming after Brady. They have hit him on his last 4 pass attempts. They nearly sacked him again, and they at least are still coming after him. They are still
he's Greg
fighting.
Williams. Of course they're going to keep coming at him. The guy blitzes on 40% of downs.
Yeah.
You know they're going to keep at least attacking on the defensive side of the ball. You got an intentional grounding call here as he bailed out and tried to survive, still took a big hit. And I know every Jets fan, including you in your head, is like, yeah, that's going to be called roughing the passer. No, they got it right.
I thought it was going to be roughing.
No. It was clear.
They
Like he
roughed him.
literally was in the center line between the tackles.
But there
was nothing there.
But that's the worst part is the defense is still playing. They're still playing lights out. They're still coming after Brady. This game is not on the defense. They had their first drive of the game was long. Brady was almost perfect.
That was a
they
great
made
drive.
him work for it. Okay, but then it's been turnover. And what can you expect the defense to do? The fact it's only 26-0, where the 2 safety points came because of the offense. They snapped the ball over Sam Darnold's head through the back of the end zone. I mean, the defense is still trying to come after Brady, and they're still playing hard. And Sam Darnold's playing like, yeah, whatever. I'll just go out there and throw. I mean, that's what disappoints me the most about it. That will he come back? Sure, because he's a quarterback in the NFL. But yeah, you can't just say I'm going to take the time now and I'm going to have this big pity party for myself. I mean, that's what
at this point, I'm running the ball on every down and letting a minute run off the clock. I'm not letting him pass. Here, little shovel passes and handoffs, because even the screen passes, as you laid out, are not successful right now. I mean, there's nothing that I can see them doing to change this up that's going to change where Sam Darnold is mentally in this game. And physically, they've had open receivers. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Is they've had opportunities, and he's just been awful. He's been awful. The fact that you're relying on Demaryius Thomas just signed off the street.
Yeah.
He's trash.
Yeah.
Right? He's got 2 catches. He's had 6 targets. One, maybe he alligator-armed one, waiting for the safety to come over the top. He's been held a couple of times, gotten those calls. But when a guy you literally just brought in that the Patriots cut, who was all mad that the Patriots cut him.
He's their spy, Mike.
And now we're going to target you on and on. I mean, he's got double the targets of everybody but Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, that's Jets football.
And on the last Le'Veon Bell target, it threw it, and it was one of those, did he Phillip Rivers it? Did he throw it behind the line of scrimmage? So now it's a mad scramble. Sorry, that was last week. Gotta go back to it.
Yeah, he wants to go back to the Steelers right now.
Still,
he probably does. He doesn't care. Hey, give me back. Let me go to Duck Rogers.
I'll go to Washington.
Sorry for everything.
I'll go play with Cincinnati. I'll go anywhere.
Wow.
Maybe anywhere else. As he is with us now, the aforementioned Mike Pereira. What's happening, my friend?
Sonoma-Cutrer, that's what's happening tonight.
Nicely
Russian
done.
River Ranches, just thought I'd let you know that.
All right, let me ask you.
In Chicago right now, too,
Beautiful.
by the way.
Oh, all right, so you're up late with us. Very nice.
I wouldn't miss it for the world, guys.
Oh, my guy.
All right, so let me ask you this. Have you ever in your entire career, did you ever do a Jets game when they were this bad and you were just checking your watch the entire second half?
No, but think of what I have faced in the last week. I mean, this is like unbelievable. So where was it on Thursday night? We had that Titanic game, the Chiefs and the Broncos, and we left there saying, we'll never see a worse offense than the Broncos offense. And then we came to Chicago.
Yeah.
We came to Chicago for this game against the Saints. And now I got to watch this game tonight, which I'm no longer watching. It's in the background. And then, of course, I get to go to Minnesota on Thursday to watch the Vikings play the Redskins. What a streak for me.
That's a pretty good run. All right, as an official, is there like a signal you give to each other saying, let's let this clock run and keep the flags in our pockets?
Well, something that I think Tom Brenneman took over for Joe Buck because he was doing baseball, and he asked me at the end of this game here in Chicago that we had when tempers started to get a little bit out of line, and he said, "What do you do as an official?" And I said, you just try to get through it and get it over. And then, boy, I got massacred on Twitter. Not a great thing to say about people in your profession. You're just going to let it go and just try to get through it. What a bad attitude. But in reality, you're just trying to get through it, for God's sake.
As a viewer yesterday, I was just trying to get through it, Mike, being with my Chicago roots and all.
Oh my God! This town here, man. I'll tell you, they're the walking wounded here, and I'm talking about the fans, not the players. I mean,
the players were all dressed and out in 15 minutes yesterday. Can you believe it?
Oh my God! They can't believe how bad it was. It's a sad state watching some of these teams.
All right, well, Mike, again, I've never seen anything like I saw yesterday, the end of the Chargers-Titans game. You had 3 plays overturned in the final minute, one leading to a turnover in which the Chargers lost the game. What was your takeaway when you saw that?
Well, first of all, I didn't get to see it live because we were in the broadcast booth here in Chicago, and I'm just looking at my phone because I got the Chargers in 3, so I'm like I got some vested interest on my $5 bet here, and so I'm saying, what the hell's happening here? Wait a minute, it was 20-17, and now it says 23-20, and then nothing happened. Well, they missed the trap, and then it went back to 20-17, and I said, what is going on? And then I had a chance to look at it, and that's as wild a sequence as you will see. And I think, although it's so bizarre, I think they got it right. The Melvin Gordon did fumble, and so you have to take a close look. But in replay and the equipment that they have, and even the replay that I have when I'm in the booth, you can stop it and go frame by frame. And I do think it was the right call, but never did I see 20 seconds last for 10 minutes, with the stoppages and stuff. But that was it's just been a wild year, and that's just kind of one where you look back and say, oh my God, unbelievable.
The middle play of this, I can see where Eckler wasn't in the end zone when you stop it where it was, and I see Melvin Gordon's fumble. But that middle play where he was ruled down short of the goal line, it was a touchdown on the field, and I had a really tough time seeing evidence to say, okay, no, the ball is not breaking the plane, because it looked like the ball still broke the plane. And I'm saying, what replay could they have possibly seen that says, no, Melvin Gordon's knee was down before the ball? Just the tip of that ball's got to break the plane of the goal line, and I didn't see where they could see that evidence.
Well, I think when you piece the shots together, sometimes you have to do that, look at it from separate angles. And I think when you do that, the first angle I saw, I really wasn't sure, but then looking at the other angles and piecing them together, which they do, I do think it was right. I mean, it is unbelievable that they can't punch the ball in anyways from at that point, but I do think it was right. Close, but it's one of those. If you can piece them together and conclude that it's short, then you have to do that.
Fox Sports Radio, Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon coming to you from the Geico Studios. On the hotline with us, our buddy, former Vice President of Officiating in the National Football League, current rules analyst at Fox. You see him on all the big broadcasts, and certainly mixing into the college game and chiming in there as well. And on Twitter, at Mike Pereira. It's our buddy Mike Pereira. You can also catch he and Dean Blandino each week as they lay down all of their opinions from the mailbag. So you can tweet at them, and they'll respond and laugh before they do so most of the time. So the thing that came up again, because we're getting to the midpoint of the year, are you guys putting the plan together to become Sky Judges?
I want to so bad. I really want to be a Sky Judge. I'm always high anyway, so for me to be a Sky Judge, it fits my personality perfectly.
Yeah!
So I like that. But listen, I said it before. I like the way it worked in the AAF. Make it easy. Make it very strict. Only review pass it. Not review. Just get a second opinion right after the play on pass interference in the last 5 minutes of the game, and then really player safety all through the game. And when you have to make corrections, you can make them, and you can do it in 20 seconds, and we move on. And I think it's a better game. But this, what they have passed this year, will certainly not be around next year. Now, there may be a different form of it. I don't know. But, I will tell you this. I talked to Sean Payton. We talked to him as a broadcast crew before the game on Saturday here in Chicago. And we asked him, is it working out the way that you expected, or has this clear and obvious and egregious gone further than you expected? Well, he's a guy that says it's gone further than I expected. So if you have a guy that was basically the play and the call that kept them out of the Super Bowl and led to this rule, when you have him saying that it's gone beyond what he expected in terms of making it so big before you call it, I think that alone states to me that it's not going to be around.
We are also very high on Mike Pereira around here.
I
You can
love that.
follow him on Twitter at Mike Pereira.
Love that.
Former VP of officiating in the NFL, current rules analyst at Fox. Again on Twitter at Mike Pereira. As always, my friend, appreciate it. We'll talk to you next week. Have a great one.
See you.